Hey guys, it's Z-Man here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. This one going to be my Masked Hero deck profile for the March 2019 format. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I have plenty of plans for this channel. So this deck tries to go first and set up some disruptions and floodgates, which can completely shut down a lot of decks in the current format. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So to start off, we run 3 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. You should run 3 at Search's Mask Change, which gets you into your Dark Law plays. Very good. You can summon it with Isolde or from your hand off of an extender. 2 Solid Soldier. I replaced the 3rd Solid Soldier with Goblinberg, which you'll see in a little bit, but he's really good. You can special summon a monster from your hand, a hero monster from your hand, when he's normal summon, so he's usually the one that you normal summon out of the deck. And then I also run 2 Vision Hero Vian. He is really good too. When he's summoned, you can send a hero monster to your graveyard, usually Malicious, to help you extend further, and also you can banish a hero monster from your graveyard to add Polymerization to your hand, which is really good because I do run a small Poly engine in this deck. Then, like I said, the 2 Malicious, wish I had it at 3, but 2 does work. And then for the a lot of 1-ofs, so 2 more heroes. I went to hero Bubbleman and Stratos. Bubbleman is in there for the fusion of Absolute Zero. And then Stratos, you need Stratos. I mean, you can't not run him. Then I run 1 Goblinberg, like I said, to special summon from hand. 1 Armageddonite to send a dark monster to the graveyard. Same with Dark Grepher, both limiteds, or else I may run more than 1. For some extenders, Junk Forward, Blue Mountain Butterspy, and then Blackwing Zephyros the Elite for another dark monster target. Destrudo, Lost Dragon's Frisian, and Destiny Hero Celestial. Celestial is good because that last Malicious in your graveyard that you have no use for, if you send Celestial also, you can banish both of them to draw 2 cards the next turn. So this is, looking ahead in case you don't have much going, but you also have to have no cards in your hand. But it's still, you can also set your stuff and do that. So that's fine. Then you run 1 Attack Gainer for the Naturia Beast plays. And you can special summon off of Isolde or summon Sorceress. And then you run 1 Elemental Hero Honest Neos to boost the attack. Most likely you're going to be activating this during a damage step for less being able to chain to it and stuff like that. But Honest Neos, very good. And then also 1 Black Luster Soldier Endroyer at the beginning, because Isolde is light and there's maybe a couple light monsters in there, but he's just really good, and you can add him for next turn with Isolde, stuff like that. So that's it for the monsters. So for the spells, 3 Mask Change, no surprise there. Mask Change is really good. If a monster gets targeted, you can Mask Change them, and then that card would fizzle, for example. But Mask Change super good, gets you into your Dark Laws. 3 Emergency Call, most likely adding your Solid Soldier so that you can normal summon it, or adding your Shadow Mist if you already have your Solid Soldier, anything that you need, just any Elemental Hero monster to the hand. Since it's combo oriented, 3 Called by the Graves, very standard. I run this in every deck all the time anyway. Now for the equip spells, I run 1 Sword of the Deep-Seated, 1 Moon Mirror Shield, 1 Horn of the Unicorn, 1 Horn of Light, and Living Fossil. So the reason that I run these 4, for example, is because these guys will, if they are equipped to a monster and then I link that monster away, then they are returned to the deck so that I can use them for Isolde's effect. So Sword of the Deep-Seated is a little different than these 3 because this returns to the deck no matter where it's sent from. So if you send it from Isolde, then it will go back to the deck. So you will always have 1 equip spell in your deck, just in case maybe you need an attacking or because he is only level 1. And then Living Fossil, if you draw it, it's also an extender, so it's also good in that sense. 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Poly, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, and 1 A Hero Lives. You definitely run that at more if it was at more. But Rhoda can literally search the entire deck, so whatever you need, really good. And then Poly searchable, Monster Reborn for just an extender. Foolish Burial, if you don't have anything going, you can also send in Shadow Mist, because when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a hero monster to your hand. Anything like that can help you extend your plays. Now that we're done with the main deck, we'll go into the extra deck, where I run 2 Masked Hero Darklaws. Darklaw is really good. He's like a Floodgate and a Disruption in one. He sends all your opponent's cards to the Banish Zone instead of the graveyard, and then also he can banish a card from your opponent's hand when they add. 1 Masked Hero Anki. Anki is the other dark target for Mass Change, and he's good because you can go into him if you're having trouble with Darklaw, if he gets targeted or something, and then because he has a little more attack, and then also when he can attack directly for 1600, if that's something that you need to end the game immediately or just put your opponent in a really bad position. So you play him for that reason. Also, you run 1 Masked Hero Acid. Acid's really good because when he is summoned, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls, and you run the 1 Bubble Man in the main deck, which would go into him, and obviously Bubble Man is easily searchable. But also, the other reason that you run him is because you run Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, and they have a really good combo together because when you fusion summon Absolute Zero, you can mass change Absolute Zero into Acid, and then Absolute Zero's effect will go off, because when he leaves the field, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and then Acid's effect will go off to destroy all spells and traps they control. So you can basically just board wipe them with these 2 cards. So there's obviously combos to get to there, and I can be showing you guys later. He's really good. Now for the Xyz monsters, we run 1 Evil Swarm Exciton Knight and 1 Baguska. They're really good. That you just kind of use them. You don't go into them that often, but when you do, they usually get their effects to do you some good. Exciton Knight is definitely a going second card. This is definitely a going first deck, like I mentioned earlier. And then Baguska, if you just need him and you're in a tight spot, level 4s are not hard to come by. For Synchros, we run 1 Naturia Beast. He's amazing. You can just negate a spell card multiple times per chain. Like it's ridiculous. He can just completely shut down decks because a lot of decks need spell cards to live, and he's really easy to go into because Solid Soldier and Attack Gainer, those 2 cards together will make him really easily. Now for the Link monsters, I run 2 Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights. Isolde is a ridiculously good card. It has 2 really good effects to add, and then also to special summon from deck. And also the monster that it special summons from deck has like no restrictions on it. Like its effects aren't negated or anything, so it's a really broken card. You run 1 Underclock Taker. He's just a generic Link 2. You go into him sometimes when you're pushing for game to get a lot of damage in, especially in succession with Elemental Hero Honest Neos. And then for the Link 3s, I run 1 Decode Talker and 1 Summon Sorceress. Decode Talker is really good for a combo that I'll be showing you, but he's also a generically good Link 3. And when you need a Link 3, you'll go into him usually, and then Summon Sorceress is your extender, and to get into your higher plays. So Summon Sorceress is also really good. And then for your Link 4s, you run 1 Saryuja and then 1 Borreload. They're both just very good Link 4s you can throw in a lot of decks, and they especially help out these decks well because they can't get rid of a lot of problematic monsters besides battle, so Borreload will help them out on that. And then if they're stuck in a little and they had to play through a hand trap or something, maybe they can make a Saryuja to kind of reset the board and stuff. So that's my Masked Hero deck profile for the March 2019 format. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.